Hey boys, welcome back to some more Nrl Supercoach. It's going to be the round 15 preview, and should be all hands on deck, so to speak. We've only got the doggies on the bye. No real injury carnage for our team, which is good. I will show you, because I didn't actually, obviously we didn't have the rank when I did the review, but we did drop like almost 2,000 spots, which is surprising, because I saw another content creator, Armin, who's also very good. I do watch his stuff a bit. I saw he scored, I think he scored like 1,050 something, and he was ranked, I think he was ranked like 5,000-ish, around 5,000-ish, and he scored 30 more points than me, and he only dropped like 100 or 200 spots. So I guess that just shows like how tight in like the space I am, dropping 2,000 spots, but it's fine. Like I was expecting, well, honestly, like I said, I didn't really know exactly where we were going to be sitting, but we're still set up well. Like that's the thing. I just gotta not get too caught up in poor weeks like that. It's one of those ones. It's one of those ones. But let's have a look at the team for this week. This is going to be potentially a tough week to sit start. So obviously, fuck Brayley, you motherfucker. Get the hell out of here. Curran on a bye. I mean, it's actually nice, so I can play. I mean, I'll play Terrell May. Liam Henry. Who do you play? Liam Henry or Fainu? Brother, Henry is 477k. He's got a 0 break even. I mean, this is the thing. I still think Henry. It's a interesting one. He doesn't play the buys, but he does play the games after the buys. Like, he'll be such a good prospect to trade out to somebody like a Fanua Blake or like somebody else, but I don't know. Keeping him for the backup games is also pretty handy as well. But I think we play... Who do the Tigers play? Gold Coast, yeah, you play Fainu. You play Fainu in that one. You know, I'm still not expecting big things from Fainu, but it is a good matchup for the Tigers if there was a decent matchup for them. So that's it. The back row, obviously we're playing Fafita. We're playing Firma, we're playing Cartwright, we're playing Katoa, we're playing Pierce Paul. We're not playing Smithies. Halfbacks, my boy Hines is back, so that's good. Obviously sub him in. Dylan Brown, Lockie Galvin is out, so that's fine. Again, like the thing with Galvin, I'm sort of like, it's fine. Like, I got so much depth in the team. I'm like, dude, bring it on. I'm happy to have a few players out, so people have to like make trades if they're running a bit low on players. Wishart, who the Storm play? Warriors. It's a bit of a tough game. We might not play Wishart if we got better options. Kiraz is obviously on the bye, so we'll bring in Manu, and then Young can come in for Gagai, and then we've got Drinkwater and Garrick. So that's good. So we got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 at the. So who do we want to play? So Gagai plays the Bronx. Probably wouldn't. Even if he gets a try, he's going to get like 50 to 60 points. It's not great. He needs like a couple of tries to do well. What's his break even now, actually? So he's got a 25 break even. Is he going to get like fucking 10 points again and start losing cash? Or can he actually make some cash? That'd be nice, but we'll see. So we can play... we can play Gagai, we can play Wishart, we can play Smithies, we can play Henry, or we can play Brayley. Tricky one. Or... this is the thing. We don't have to do a trade. There is a guy that I do want... Probably the main guy I was looking at is Max Plath. I think Plath is a great pickup, but I think I'm going to hold him because Smithies, at the end of the day, Smithies does play round 16. He's got a high break even. He's going to lose some cash, but he does play next week, and he plays 17, which is handy. Like, if he can bang out 50 points, it'd be good. It's not great, but it'd be good. Then we have Lockie Galvin here, which is a little bit of a tricky one. If Galvin, the thing is, like, I'm happy to hold Galvin this week. I get people trading him out, and like a lot of people are going like to Cody Walker, which again, I don't mind the Cody Walker play. But for me, if Galvin doesn't play this week, if he's not playing next week, I probably trade him out. If we look, I mean, let's just have a quick squiz now. If we look at, because Walker is 600k now. He's gone up, he's still at a good price. I mean, you're only paying like 40k. He's got a -5 break even, so I mean, now is sort of the time to get on Cody Walker. But this is the thing as well, like, they've got a good run. Like, they play 16 against Manly, a week in Manly. They don't play 17, so you got to be a little careful with the Rabbitohs. 18 Parramatta, Dolphins in 19, then Tigers in 20. Like, it's a good little run. But again, the thing is, if Mitchell is out, if Mitchell is playing Origin, then I think Walker becomes like, he still could go good. He could still definitely get some attack, but he gets limited so much without Mitchell in the team. So I think I'm just going to, like, if I'm not going to go Mitchell early, I'm not going to go Walker early, because I think Mitchell missing is like just as big impact on Walker as it is on Mitchell to an extent. Like, obviously not 1-to-1, but if you get what I'm saying. So I think I'm going to hold off. I like the trade. He's only owned by fucking 3% of teams. I actually thought more people would have jumped on, but thankfully not that many did last week. I mean, who else have we got? I mean, Tamari Martin, I'm not going to go. Who else is there? So Sullivan, Adam Dewey. So Dewey he's not back, but maybe. So Maxi Plath, 500k. What is his break even? So 35 break even. This is the thing, I can hold not going Plath yet. He's going to make cash, but it's going to be another good week to watch. Like, the bench of the Dolphins does scare me a little bit, just with having Donahue and Ray Stone that could spell him. Obviously, Plath doesn't play 80 minutes, but his minutes have been really good. So if he can keep the 60, I mean, fuck, he played 77 minutes. Obviously, he got in, like, he was playing massive minutes. He got the injury, or I think it was a head knock, actually. He came back, he played 57 minutes, like, eased back a little bit, still played big minutes, then straight back into 77 minutes. So, yeah, I do like him. And he plays 15, 16, 17, misses 18, 19, 20, 21. I like it. I like it a lot. Honestly, I like it a lot. There's not really anyone else. And that's the thing. We can pick him up. We can pick him up for... Obviously, going Smithies to him next week will be a bit of an annoyance, because it'll be a bit of a jump in price at that point. But it is what it is. If Galvin's not back, I think we trade Galvin to him. The dummy halves. I mean, there is still the temptation to go to a Marshall King. I'm probably a little... I can go him. But do I want to? I don't think I don't know. I don't think I want to use all my money going Brayley to fucking Marshall King. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, Brayley's starting this week. I don't know. I don't think I do that. I don't think I do it. At the end of the day, if Brayley's going to play, if he gets back to playing decent minutes, if he gets like 50 points a game, thereabouts, he'll be fine. But yeah, it is what it is. The front row, I mean, the front row is good at the moment. We're just missing like Vanilla Blake. That's really the only guy I'm missing. And I don't... There's a couple of options here. Like I said, Liam Henry, I don't mind trading him to Fanua Blake. Oh, when do they match up? So Terrell May, obviously I'm not trading Terrell May this week. We're going to definitely wait until after the second bye. But after he plays... So when he plays 16, he plays 16, 17, then he misses 19. Wow, I think it works out terribly, because if I could have waited till like 18 and traded Terrell May to Finn or Blake, that would have been perfect. But I'm pretty sure Terrell May, he definitely plays 16 as well, and he doesn't play 19, so it doesn't really favor me at all in that regard. Yeah, he plays 15, 16, 17, 18, misses 19, so he's got... I mean, again, you don't have to pick him up this week, even, like... he's fucking gonna get another ton, but he's not gonna make money at least. He's 740k, still very expensive, but yeah, if we could... Because what if Liam Henry... What do they reckon Liam Henry's going to make? So we've got about 700k. Honestly, we probably can fucking do that next week. If I don't use... Like, well... Yeah. I mean, if I have the money now, like, Finn Blake, come on, he's going to lose a bit of cash, I would expect. And Liam Henry's got a zero break even, so he's going to make a decent amount of cash. So I should be able to do this trade just like that next week if I want to, which I think is pretty fucking good. Yeah, I don't mind that at all, honestly. So that's definitely one for next week, potentially. It would be nice to keep Henry for those backup games, but at the end of the day, I'm not playing him most weeks. Like, even though he's scoring, like, he's gone insane the last few weeks, but like, and I did get most of his points. I didn't last week, unfortunately, but most weeks are on full strength. I'm not playing Liam Henry over like most other guys just because, you know, usually best case he's like 40 to 50, but he's been fucking unbelievable. The back row, I mean, the back row is fine. Like, if we get Max Plath in the back row instead of 5'8", all well and good. But other than that, like, if we look... I mean, okay, I did want to look at Cameron Murray just in the off case, or the off chance he doesn't play Origin in Game 2. I mean, there's every chance he could play Game 3, but if he doesn't make Game 2, fuck, there's a real chance you could pick him up. Who is, like, Angus Crichton. Obviously, we're going to want to try to pick up Angus Crichton after Origin. You would, I mean, he's got 138 break even. He's gonna lose some cash for sure over this period, so getting him back in hopefully isn't too difficult. Ewan Aiken, just a little bit too expensive. Connor Watson, yeah, I'd love him. I can't go him though. He's got a big break even as well, so it's not, you wouldn't pick him up this week anyway. Who else have we even got? Kalamantangi, I mean, he's up to 620 now, but he scored a 52. Now with Cameron Murray back, I don't love the Kalamantangi play. I think for what he's, like, just, he's over 600k now because of that one big score. Like, he's going to make way more cash this week as well, but his scores have been fucking terrible. 35, 98, good against the Roosters, yes. 55, 52, 42, 50, 53, 51, 52, 133, and 52 against the fucking Titans, bro. Like, no. He's definitely not, this year, he is definitely not worth over 600k, but just that one big score has pushed him. Preston, obviously, out injured for a few weeks. Connolly, still not a bad pickup, but I'd just rather go Maxi Plath, I think, out of the Dolphins boys. I mean, Victor Radley's been pretty good. So yeah, Cameron Murray's 567. 567. He doesn't have that high break even, unfortunately. 67 break even. I think actually he scored well his game. He's up and down. He's had a couple of games, like, yeah, some weird games here for Cameron Murray to start the season, but yeah, I don't know. If he does come off the bench and he loses a bit of cash and then he starts in round 16, fuck, you'd be... It's not a bad little pickup. It might not be a bad little pickup. You never know. But is there anybody else of note? I don't really think so. Not that... No one that I really want. There's Max Plath. Anyone else? Obviously, we're sort of looking for round 19 especially now, because round 16 we're pretty good. I don't want to just jam pack. I mean, Kalmatul-Langi's been good. Like, I don't want to get both Eels back rowers though. That's a little bit overkill. And I think Kalma, he's had glimpses in the past, but he's never quite pushed on, so I'm a little bit hesitant about Kalma. But yeah, if you picked him up a few weeks ago, he's doing good things for sure. There's White. So White's 400k. I mean, he's not a bad little pickup. The Roosters obviously still have a good bye schedule. They just came off a bye. When is their other bye? Because they play 15, 16, 17, 18. They miss 19, but then they play 20. So it's pretty good. I don't know if he's worth it though at that stage. There's C for Talakai. I can't go Talakai. I mean, Helam Lukey is still very cheap, but I wouldn't go there. Yeah, not too much else doing. I mean, Michael Cheekham is... So, you couldn't go him. So, Cheekham is playing in the back row, but now that Cameron Murray is back, Callum Matangi has every chance to go into the back row and Cheekham back to the bench. So, yeah, you would not go Cheekham. Asu Kepa is going to the Panthers, so that's an interesting little pickup for the Penrith Panthers. Tallis Duncan, yeah, you just can't go him. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really want to be going a cheapie at this stage anyway, so that's fine. I think, yeah, the back row, it's like, get Angus Crichton back in, Max Plath potentially, and then that's pretty much good. Like, the back row, like, I'm pretty happy with the back row. The halfbacks, we're fine. Like, Hines is obviously back. If Hines... Yeah, so just remind myself, because I keep forgetting, his fucking break-even's gone up. He's gone up to 208. It was like 190, I think, before last week. I don't know how that happens, but it did. He's going to lose a bunch of cash. Potentially. So they don't play 16. Jesus Christ, I keep thinking the Sharks play 16, but no, they play 19. So that does actually... Again, in my mind, if Hines... I'm keeping Hines this week. If he makes Origin Game 2, then I probably trade him out. I don't know. Maybe at that point I just hold him. Because he wouldn't have played 16 anyway. So, it wouldn't really make much sense to trade him out. Yeah, I don't know. We probably just hold him throughout the whole thing. Honestly, I don't mind just holding him. Because, again, the trades are going to be very important. But, again, we'll talk about it again with Origin. We'll see what happens, I guess. You never know what we're thinking. Dylan Brown, obviously, going to stay. He hasn't been great, but he's plugging along. Lockie Galvin, again, wait and see what is going to happen with him in the halves. We'll see. And then the backline. I mean, the backline's pretty stacked as well. Armstrong does have to go. Gagai, like I said, I mean, at this point, I'm just gonna hold Gagai for the buys. Hopefully he holds the spot till. I mean, if he can hold us till round 19, that'd be great. But at least next week, and he'll be a number and could potentially score okay or go shit. We'll never know, but it's fine either way. He's just a number. Kiraz, we're going to hold. Iro, I mean, Iro could definitely get upgraded at some point, but we're not going to... I mean, at this point, we're going to hold till round 19. Dom Young, Manu, Holmes, I think they're all holds, but Armstrong is the guy to go. Obviously, we got Garrick at fullback, so Garrick at some point will go into the centre wing, so Armstrong could go to a fullback. or a centre winger. And then Drinkwater is on thin ice as well. So he's got a big break even. He's still expensive, so he's still worth a lot. I think after this week, I'm going to get rid of him because, yeah, he plays Canberra, tough matchup, then bye, then Penrith, then doesn't play. Yeah, he's definitely a sell after 15. Like 100% he's a sell in round 16, I think, regardless. So we won't worry about that till next week. Armstrong, let's have a look at, because I think Armstrong 100% is not coming back into the side. And unless Sharp gets injured, you never know. It could happen. At the moment, we've got 670k to play with. But again, if I wanted to, this is the tricky thing. If I wanted to upgrade Liam Henry to Fanor Blake next week, I'm not going to be able to upgrade Armstrong to a gun. You know what we could do? I don't mind the idea. Let's just have a look. Are there any... Well, let's have a look at the highest. Who are the guys we want to bring in at some point? So Lomax, if I can after the buys, I would like to bring Lomax in if he's not too expensive, but we'll see. The rest of them, Jermaine Osako is still tempting, but I don't know. I don't know about he's got 100 break even. You're not going to pick him up this week against the Sharkies. I wouldn't do that. Nick Meaney is also tempting, but again, he only plays 16. He doesn't play 19. Ewan Aiken you can actually pick up in center wing, but I don't think I'm going to get... Yeah, the rest of the backline, I'm pretty stoked. I'm stoked with it. Honestly, Lomax is the only genuine gun that I'm probably going to want to try to bring in at some point. There's obviously some pod players you could look at some point, but at the time being, I'm not too fussed on it. But are there any... I know there's a couple of cheapies. You do have... you got Lob. He did score 28 with the try. Did he actually... So he's got a 35 break even. So you definitely... you don't have to pick him up this week. It is... again, it's not a bad matchup against the Titans. I don't think I'm going to be going Lob. I think he can become such a trap, dude. I don't think I want to go him. Are there any other cheapies? Not really. So Matt Feeney is only 300k, but I don't think it's worth it. Cam you can't pick up in center wing, but again, Sean Russell, no, he's a little bit too expensive. I think the one thing we could do, I am slightly tempted. I am slightly tempted to do a little cheeky play of Lehigh Hopple. We could also go Fletcher Sharp, but no, I think the Knights don't have that great a buy schedule. He's got a negative 14 break even, obviously, but it's against the Penrith Panthers, and then they don't play 16, they play 19. But if you're gonna go someone, it's Hopewade, right? Hopewade, he's got a negative 63 break even. If all things go well, he'll play, obviously, this week, 16. Doesn't play 17, but 17 is a little tricky, potentially. We should have a look at that, actually. I should have a look at that. Well, I haven't really thought too much about 17, honestly. But then 18, 19, 20. God, if he get... I got to have a look when they're expecting Tommy Trbojevic back. I'll have a look at that, because I wouldn't mind, because if I brought in Hopewade, it frees up 250k, which is great, because then I could easily upgrade Fanor Blake. I could easily get Drinkwater up to anybody, depending. I could get... Yeah, I'd be set. I'd be honestly set. I could go Brayley up to Marshall King if I wanted to. I could do some good stuff with that cash, and I don't mind the play over Origin. I really don't mind it. He's looked good. He's looked good. Okay, so they're... They say here, Tom Trbojevic around 18. Damn. Probably not worth it then, right? Probably not worth it. I don't know. Is that worth it? It still could be. Because obviously, yeah, you get three prices. Well, maybe only two actually, because if Tommy's back in round 18, you might only get two price rises. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it. I'll look a bit closer, see if there's any more like up to date sort of word on that, but that's probably pretty close to it. So maybe we don't do it, but I do love it. I do love the potential of that, but maybe we don't do it. I love it though. I think if he was out for a couple of weeks longer, it would be such a perfect play because we could make we could get in all the best players we want for the buys, and then Hopoate would get like a decent value that we could definitely upgrade him without we'd have to get some funds, but it wouldn't be insane to get him up to somebody of note. But yeah, maybe not. But yeah, I'll have a closer look at that to see what it looks like. But at the moment, honestly, I'm sort of, unless I do the Hopoate trade, which I'm still tempted. I could go. I mean, you could go Sharp instead. You could go Fletcher Sharp instead. Not as good. Definitely. What are you doing? Get the hell out of here. Definitely not as good by schedule, but I think Ponga is gone for longer. So at the end of the day, I mean, they say his job security with David Armstrong's quad injury. I don't know. I think Sharp, I don't know. They're both a little bit suspect, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have a closer look. It would be nice to do, but that's pretty much it for that. If we, I don't mind just holding the trades then. Just saving all trades this week. I don't mind that at all, because let's have a look. Before we get to quarter, you know what? I do have to wrap this video up pretty soon. So I'll do like a pre-lockout video, and I'll look more at round 16 and also round 17 and round 19 again, just to look at numbers, because that'll take me a bit to go through. But other than that, we'll also do like captain, vice captains in that video as well. We'll work around that. So there's not too much else to discuss in this one. Like I said, we could go with the sneaky play of going to the cheapie of Hopoate. The Tommy back in a couple of weeks is a little bit, it's a little bit fucking annoying, but I don't know. Surely do they give Tommy just a couple extra weeks? Like maybe you never know, but we'll have a look. And then if we do that, the only other trades we're looking at is if Galvin's out next week. I think Galvin to Plath is great. If Galvin plays next week, obviously we're going to keep him, and Smithies could go to Plath potentially, or I think Smithies to Plath, and then for the future we could go Liam Henry to Fanil Blake. You know what I just saw? Fainu, of course, is dual Turaf. We could trade out. Honestly, I still didn't mind this. Fermor has been great for me, but he was the guy I was actually originally looking at trading, because he plays this week. He plays 16, doesn't play 17. Oh, he plays 19 as well. No, fuck, Fuck, that's right. Vanilla Blake doesn't play 19. God damn it. So there's no point. I was like, damn, if we could trade Fermor out to Vanilla Blake. But no, I would obviously... There's no point in doing that because Vanilla Blake doesn't play 19 and Fermor does. So no. Okay, scrap that. Scrap that idea. I liked it, but no, the Warriors just sort of stuffed me with the bye schedule this year, honestly. They're just not quite what I would like. But yeah, the only players I'm really looking at now is... Yeah, Vanilla Blake, Plath, like one other gun center winger, another gun fullback, depending, like if like that's the thing, if Drinkwater, we're trading out Drinkwater potentially next week for like either Tedesco or Mitchell or somebody else. So yeah, there's not too much stuff. I think we could save trades unless we go to Hopwade. But yeah, we'll talk more about that in the pre-lockout. We'll look at the buy. We'll look at our numbers going forward and whatnot. So hopefully, guys enjoyed enjoying the content. Make sure to like and comment, and we'll be back. I'll answer some questions that you guys put in the comments as well. I'll see you guys in the next one.